Although I guess it really wouldn't matter. If the blue team saw a blue player just running around with the red team, they would have known something was up. Here he saw Pyro that was running back towards over there, but he decides to ignore him. Here there's an engineer building up there, so he's most likely not gonna gun that sentry down. Or maybe he is. Yeah, he was just going to get some cloak, which might have been actually a better idea because he would have been a lot better off having full cloak while trying to take out that sentry. But he actually doesn't try to take it out. Looks like he's pushing back towards the blue spawn right here. He's most likely just going to try and cut down any type of push that the enemy's making, which isn't a bad thing. But just being able to cut down any type of power that an enemy has. Enemies tend to push in waves whenever they go to a capture point, and as long as you're able to just take away some of that power from that push that's pushing out, that'll just make things a lot easier for your team. And he saps that. What's going on here? Okay, see. Oh God, what are you doing? Jump off! Oh my! Wow, how do you? Okay, sorry, I got a bit confused there, but somehow he was able to get away from that soldier, although he ran in a straight line. I think he could have pulled line aside and maybe have made a bit better of a getaway. Oh, he's about to get taken out. Oh man. Okay. What happened there was he wasn't able to pull line of sight. He got into a bit of trouble earlier back at the last capture point, and I think he could have pulled line of sight a number of times to get away from the enemies, but maybe he doesn't really know how yet. I'm not sure. I saw a few opportunities where he could have used it, especially when he cloaked near that soldier, the soldier that had the shovel out. When he cloaked in front of that soldier, he kept going the same way he cloaked going. He ran one way cloaking, and he kept running that way, which is very dangerous because the player would just track you in those instances, and oh, he ends up dying there. But yeah, a player would just end up tracking you in those instances, and you'll go down. I think he just lucked out because the soldier actually runs slower than the spy, so the shovel wasn't able to fully reach him. But had it been a faster class, or a class with the same speed, he probably would have gone down up on that catwalk up there. But yeah, if there's one thing to work on, I'd suggest Fish to work on your line of sight tricks. They help you a lot immensely whenever you're trying to make a getaway. So here it seems like I'm not too. Oh wow, the middle point's getting captured, and there's quite a number of blue players on it, so they're probably going to be able to capture it, and they're probably not going to be able to do anything. There, I felt that he could have pushed back behind that soldier. I'm not sure why he waited around the corner. I think he just lost his nerve and decided not to push back there. But I think he had enough cloak to push behind that soldier. I think he would have been relatively safe. Um, spies sometimes it takes a bit of aggressiveness to be able to play. You can't really play too cautiously as spy because if you do, the amount of damage you could do just diminishes. The amount of effective the how effective you are at spy really just diminishes with the amount of time you just sit around trying to wait for an opportunity to come at you. Sometimes you just got to go in and make an opportunity for yourselves. So it looks like that's a spy, so he's um trying to chase him down. Actually, it's not a spy apparently. He's waiting back here at this point. Actually, I don't know what point he's at right now. I want to say he's at. Okay, he's at their own point. I guess he was just waiting. He was just staying back there to fill up cloak and possibly health. I can't remember if he had full health when he was waiting back by that health kit. Here he's just kind of trying to get a feel for the situation. I can't really see what's going on from the area he's at. Looks like he's cloaking. He's deciding to push back. There's a good amount of red players here pushing back the blue team, so it's going to be a bit harder to try to get behind that blue team. As long as the blue team's getting pressured by the red team, they're going to keep falling back, and it's going to be a bit harder for the spy to get behind them. Here he's finally pushing back, and he's backing off once again because there is a heavy spraying in that small corridor right there, in that small amount of space, and he's going to sap this sentry right there. And I was just trying to get away from the soldier, but once again, he kind of kept running in the same direction that he ran once he cloaked, and at that moment, the soldier just started to track him, and the spy just wasn't able to get away. I feel that had he just when he cloaked away from that soldier and he kind of jumped off towards the ground under him, I felt that he could have pulled back and immediately just crouched down very near to the ground to where he was, and I felt that, and I think had he done that, he would have been able to get away because at that point the rockets would have just passed over his head, and he just would have been in a lot better spot to get away. He just would have been able to make a getaway from what I could have seen. But no, he didn't do that, and he ended up suffering a death right there. So now he's just trying to push back towards the middle point once again. So far, the red team's been able to successfully defend that middle point, but they've been having a good amount of trouble. Looks like he saw a spy. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if, yeah, that is actually is a spy, and the spy does end up getting somebody before he goes down. He ends up getting another spy. It looked like a face stab, but I'm not too sure. Here, though, actually, the blue team's starting to push back towards this point right here. The red team's bat is down to their second to last point, so they're just trying to desperately defend that point right there. It looked like he bumped that soldier, but I guess he didn't, and now he's just going to go for this heavy that got bonked, and he does end up getting the heavy. And but the blue team's still pushing towards the second to last point right here. Here he's trying to help gun down that demo man, and they do end up getting him. But I can't say the red team's in too good of a spot. The blue team's pushing very aggressively, and they're just pushing them further back and further back. It looks like he's hanging around that point right there. Looks like that might be a spy. No, it's not a spy. I think. Oh, oh, that was a spy. I didn't even notice that. He ends up getting a spy that's going to try and take out the engineer. And so he ends up saving the engineer and possibly the sentry as well. It looks like he's going to start pushing back towards this point once again, and he's waiting for the medic most likely. He's just waiting for the medic to run under. And whoa, there was a soldier up there, and looks like he got discovered, so he's just pushing back. I think he should have pushed further back at that moment. He was kind of waiting up there for the enemies to kind of pass under him. But I just feel that wasn't a good idea. Seeing as how they weren't pushing back, I think he should have just took the initiative and pushed back further behind them. That would have set him up. That would have set him up in a better position to be able to stab them. So he wasn't able to do too much there. Looks like he's gonna try and push back once again. He's waiting around. Okay, see, he's waiting around this corner once again. I guess he's waiting for someone to run by, but I think this is a mistake right here because there's too many people around that area where he's hiding. There's just too many of his own teammates there. They're going to be pressuring the enemy, and see, they're going to be forcing the blue team back like that. And you know, any stabs that he's trying to get in this area right here, it's just not going to work because his own team right here is kind of holding this area down. So I don't know if it's a good idea waiting around like this right here. I think he should pull. I think he should push further back behind the blue team, but maybe that's what he's thinking, and he's just waiting for the cloak to refill right here. He got the full cloak right here, but I'm not too sure why he's not pushing back. I think it's a good opportunity to push back further behind the team. But okay, now he's pushing back, and there's an Uber that's pushing up towards the front. He makes sure to fill up cloak right here so he won't run out when he's trying to navigate back here. He sees the sentry that he could get, so that's what he's most likely going to go after. He's taken by the dispenser to keep cloak up, but oh, he decides to uncloak right in front of the engineer, so the engineer kind of saw that, but luckily he was still able to get the sentry. I'm not too sure. I can't see what exactly was it that got taken out. I think it might have been the sentry. The sentry looked like it was kind of low on health already. Here he's waiting around for someone to run by right here. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, he could probably also just be waiting for cloak to fill up a good deal. So yeah, I think that's what he was doing. There's a teleporter over here by this spawn, so yeah, that's most likely what he's gonna try and get. He does end up sapping it, and so now he's just pushing back. He's most likely gonna wait for someone to respawn in this area right here, but I'm not too sure if oh, that's weird. I don't think anyone captured that last point. No, maybe I missed it. Anyways, yeah, this is the end of the video right here. Sorry it took so long to put out, but I'm finally done with school, so I'm finally gonna be able to get around to doing a lot more commentary. So anyone else that was waiting for commentaries to come out, you won't have to wait too much longer because they'll be out soon. And Fish in a Barrel, I did like your video. I did like your gameplay. It was very fun to watch. Although, if you had asked me for advice, I'd say you're probably just a bit too passive sometimes when you play. You seem to like to wait for the enemy to come to you a lot, and sometimes, I mean, that's not bad, but it's just that sometimes when you're waiting around for that, it's not the best time because it seemed that a lot of the times when you were doing that, your team was also pushing them back. So and seeing as how they were pushing them back, no one was probably really going to run by when they were getting pressured like that. So if you're just a tad bit more aggressive, as well as if you work your line of sight tricks to be able to make those getaways, I think you'll be able to do a lot better overall. So yeah, I'd say just work those two things. And with that, this is the end of the commentary, and I'll see you guys next time.